Hey everyone, it is Friday, October 14th. The time is just before 9:30 p.m. and I am here at Pearson International Airport, and this is just outside of Terminal 1. And I was just dropped off at this spot. And there's my luggage. I am traveling carry-on only, of course. And for this one, I'll be heading on into the airport. And I think I'm going to go try to print a boarding pass to my flight. I'll be heading to Taipei. And then after a short layover, I'll be making my way over to Bangkok. So this is the drop-off area. And I'm here rather early. I don't think my flight is actually till 1:45. It boards around 1 p.m. And this is a flight I've taken several times pre-pandemic, at least the leg to Taipei. There it is, 1:45 Taipei, BR035, aisle 7, gate E76. And in my experience, this is easily one of the best times to fly out of Pearson. As you can see, there's not a lot of people. And generally, you breeze through security at this hour. Which makes it all that much more silly that I came so early. And even though aisle 7 is that way, you can just check in at any of these machines. I've already checked in online. So I really just want to print my 2 boarding passes here. Dangerous goods, no. 1. Gotta get out my travel document. I might end up blurring or skipping part of this. Please turn to the photo page. Please remove the passport. All right, it's currently showing my name and boarding info. The following passengers are eligible to go on. Please press confirm. Confirm. Primary phone number. I think that's my phone number. Confirm. 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 It's even got my Aeroplan number in there. All right, confirm. 2 boarding passes, 0 lounge cards. So this flight, normally, at least pre-pandemic, going somewhere in Asia, whether it's Bali or Vietnam or Thailand or Cambodia or the Philippines, would normally be around $1,100 or $1,200 around this time of year. But I think prices have gone up quite a bit. Thank you. You have finished check-in. If no baggage, please go to the boarding gate. Of course, no baggage. But I ended up paying right around $1,900 for this. Now, the good news is that's kind of offset a bit by the cheap hotel prices. And the last time I was through here, it was a few months ago. I was flying to Amsterdam and I made a video, and I think this area was packed for that one. E-gates go right, international. Currency exchange. I'll be exchanging my money in Thailand. In my experience, that's the best place to do it. And look at that, absolutely no line at security, really. You're just walking right through. right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold up the video here. Probably shouldn't be recording through security, but once I get through on the other side, I will resume recording. And then I'll make my way over to the gate and maybe explore around a bit. All right, so I will be back. So apparently these security gates have just closed. And I was directed to go to the D gates. So we're gonna make this short walk. Looks like normally the security over at D would be for domestic flights. Pretty much everything is connected anyways, so it's no big deal. D gates go right. There's a Starbucks here that's closed. There's my flight. It's the last one today. There's flights at 12:30 and then 1:45. All right, I have arrived at D. So I'm gonna turn the camera off again and I will resume once I'm on the other side. And I am through. That's always a fun ordeal, taking off your belt and removing your laptop and all your electronics and that fun stuff. It looks like there's an American Express Plaza Premium Lounge here. So I am heading to E. And all these signs are leading to D. So D is in that direction. And these are all domestic flights. I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going. I'm just going to take a quick look over here. There's a Kensington Market street food market. They have a Dirty Bird Chicken and Waffles Express. And there's where you would exit and find your way over to the Union Pearson Express. And they've got an electric Mustang. All right, so I am almost 100% positive that is not the correct direction to go. Closing the normal international security has thrown me for a bit of a loop. Connections, Canada, International E, US F. Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna follow this arrow here. It looks like everything off in that direction is pretty much closed. There's an Air Canada customer service counter. So this should lead me back into the land of international flights. So there's where I just was. No access to Terminal 3, A, B, or C gates. Connections to E and F. It looks like they've just opened everything up here. So had I have gone in the direction of D, I'd been heading in that direction. EF connections go left. I am not connecting, but whatever, we'll just go with it. Oh, so I started just over there. All I had to do was just walk over here and head up. Maybe I missed a sign or something. And they've got a Swiss chalet in here. Well, this is fun. We're getting the connecting flight experience. And these people are connecting in the other direction, it looks like. That's never a good feeling when you have to run through an airport. There's some facilities down there. There's so much glare on this glass, you can't really see all that well out. Let's see if there's another surprise just up ahead. I've already been through security. Yeah, so if you're getting off an international flight and connecting to a Canadian flight, you go in the opposite direction.
Everything delay.
It's a very positive employee. Well, I must say I'm quite pleased with how this has turned out. The last few airport videos I did pretty much followed the same route to the international gates. We're going on a whole new adventure this time. Gates E. Ooh, I think this might be a point of no return kind of thing. So this looks familiar. I'm pretty sure you'd normally come through that way if I made it through the original security gate. And that glare is pretty bad. Let's take the moving walkway, at least for the first leg of this. My flight is not for another 3.5 hours at least. I think these people down here are waiting to board American-bound flights for the most part. Terminal 1 is sectioned off into a number of different areas, and maybe we can just take a quick peek down there. Well, that was fun. So I'll be staying in Bangkok for 10 nights. Well, not in Bangkok for all 10 nights. I'll be staying in Bangkok for the first 4 nights, and that's split amongst 2 different hotels. And I'll be hopping on a plane and finding my way to a nice island. Good job, dummy. I should have taken this moving flat escalator or moving walkway for this stretch. That's less interesting. And walked at the last stretch. And then I'll finish up with 2 nights in Bangkok as well. So there's 4 different hotels, so I should have videos from each of those. I'm looking to do some live streaming as well. And of course some street walks. And sometime in between all that, I'm gonna squeeze in a bit of a vacation. Actually, I think probably 80% of this trip or so will be vacation. IHG Hotels and Resorts. Travel like you mean it. So the rest of this video is pretty much duplicated from my previous airport videos, although this is kind of a unique chance to see the airport at this hour. I don't think there's too many flights departing. And the Tim Hortons should still be open. Although I'm probably gonna get a meal and some adult beverages. And if I had access to the Maple Leaf Lounge, that's where I'd be going. Shoe care, security for connections. All right, I think I am E76, which is to the left. Let's circle around to the right first. There's this neat art in the middle. And this Starbucks is open. So I think that means the Tim's will be open for sure. There's a food court area. And when I flew to Amsterdam, I tried to get some banh mi sandwiches at the banh shop, and they did not have any. All they had were bowls. And after lining up, I didn't find that out until I got there. They had no signs saying that they didn't have any sandwiches. Maybe what I'll do is a little later, if I remember to, just briefly update this area to show you how dead it is once most of these flights have boarded. There's a Suster Lee restaurant on the right. So this is E72 and E73. There's my flight. E74, so it looks like they've changed it.
Traveling to Warsaw, please proceed to gate E75 for final boarding. I repeat, this is the final boarding for passengers flying with Mod College Airlines Flight 46. Please proceed to gate E75.
So there's probably a flight right now at the same gate I'm going to. I did a video on all the tech that I'm bringing on this trip. It'll be going up on the Johnny Stumbles channel. I don't know if that will be up before this one. You've got all your duty-free shopping on the left, although this one seems to be closed. I've never found the food at these places to be particularly good, and it's very expensive for what you get. And this is one of the areas where I'll be waiting, E75, E74. Let's just see what's going on in the rest of the terminal. Gucci is open.
I got like 12.
So this flight on the right seems to be boarding. One good thing about this airport is everything's usually pretty orderly. They tend to call the flights by zones, and people are pretty good at sticking to them. So one of those flights is going to Edinburgh, a city whose name I famously can't pronounce very well, and the other is going to Frankfurt. There's a duty-free shop. Man, look at this. This one is packed. I think it said Amsterdam. And this is a flight to Lisbon. And holy cow, the Timmy's is not open. I remember boarding the same flight and getting here much later and the Timmy's being open. This must be a new thing, closing it so early. There we go, it's quite busy in here. Don't really know where I'm going. Let's grab a view out the window. So that concludes this portion of the video. Hopefully I'll remember to come back and finish it up. All right, I will, at least I hope, be back. So 3 beers, 1 hamburger, and 1 poutine later. This place has cleared out a fair bit. It is now 12:30 a.m. And this is the state of the terminal. There's a few delayed flights kicking around, so there's still some busy areas. Otherwise, I think all of the flights, except mine, would have already boarded. They just called some passengers to the desk. Fortunately, I wasn't one of them. There's an Air Canada flight off in the distance there that seems to have been delayed. There's a plane at 175, and my plane is here at 74. But I think with the glare in the window, you probably weren't able to see anything. So I just wanted to give an update. I think I'm gonna take it easy on the food and drink until I'm on the plane. And Starbucks is long closed. And I went to Custom Built Burgers and I had a cheeseburger. I think it was $12.99. It was the cheapest burger they have on the menu. And the poutine was about $9. It was kind of like a high school cafeteria grade poutine, but still kind of hit the spot. Anyways, I'll see if I'll come back and record part of the boarding, or at least check into the video once I'm on the plane and sign off. But I hope you enjoyed this one so far. And I will once again catch you later. So that was a pretty smooth boarding process. So I am making my way to seat 57E. And it's worth noting, for the first time in a while, I've had to put a mask on. I think that's an airline requirement. I'll resume this once I'm on the airplane. This is 20. And I think I am walking through premium economy right now. Well, and I've made it to my seat, and I found a spot in the overhead bins. Up there, it's not as close to my seat as I would like, but I hope you enjoyed this one walking through Pearson International Airport late at night as I made my way to board my flight to Taipei and then connecting to Bangkok. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And if you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. And I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. And there's also a super thanks button appearing below these videos. This is going to be a long flight, so thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.